Hey guys, it's Jason Hevel here for another Blu-ray DVD update. Haven't done these in a while, but I'm going to do some movie reviews. Starting with The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. This is the sequel to the graphic novel written by Frank Miller. Shows you how Batman, they're still hunting down these group called I think they're called like the Misfits or something, and the Joker escapes from Arkham Asylum, and he basically takes over the Gotham, terrorizes the town, and Superman comes out to help Batman, and it's basically just like Batman stories, but it's just I don't know. This one was really good. I don't know why. DC comic, why all these like the comic book films are splitting up the movies into two parts. I don't know, but it was definitely worth checking out. I've never read the book, so the next movie I'm going to review is The Man with the Iron Fist, the unrated version with RZA, Russell Crowe, Lucy Liu, David Bautista. It's directed by RZA. This movie is basically about these three characters. One, RZA, he's a blacksmith, and he makes these swords, and they live in this, it's all in this town, I forget what this town is called, and Russell Crowe's play is Jackknife, and Lucy Liu, I forget what her character's name is, but she's a ninja. She's a geisha. So she runs she's the ruler of the geisha prostitutes, and I think it's Japan or something. I don't know what the city was called again. And David Bautista is the villain that's like made out of, I think he's made out of gold, and like he's really indestructible. And they each have a story. And the RZA's character, he gets his hands cut off, and he becomes the Man with the Iron Fist, and he hunts down the guy who tries to kill him, and then he becomes so indestructible because he has the Man with the Iron Fist. And Lucy Liu is Jackknife's hunting down this one guy, and I don't know, it's a modern day kung fu movie. I mean, it's not that great of a movie. The acting is pretty bad. The kung fu sequences are really like stylized. It has really over the top gore. I don't know. It's not a kung fu movie. It's more like a kung fu movie with hip hop. I don't know. It wasn't really that great. Now I'm going to start my DVDs and Blu-rays that I bought. Starting with that Django Unchained. This is Quentin Tarantino's recent film, a tribute to the spaghetti westerns films. This movie is about Django, played by Jamie Foxx. He's a slave. He becomes friend with Christoph Waltz's character, who's like a genius, or I don't know I forget what he plays. He's kind of like a madman, and
he catches people.
And Christoph Waltz trains Django to become like a assassin and
bounty hunter.
Yeah, bounty hunter, and they have to go look for Candyland. Leonardo DiCaprio's house, where he played Candy. His name's Mr. Candy. He's a slave owner who's like, he controls slaves, and he makes the slaves fight each other in like these really sadistic, brutal fights with each other. And Samuel L. Jackson is like his assistant, who's like really sadistic and brainwashed by Mr. Candy. And Django's looking for his wife, who's played by Kerry Washington. And I don't. It's just basically that's the whole story. It's basically a movie about revenge. It's a really good movie. The acting's really good. The violence is definitely very Quentin Tarantino style, over the top, blood and gore. It is very controversial because it is about slaves, so they use the racial term a lot. And but I definitely say it's worth checking out. It's a really long movie, but if you like Quentin Tarantino movies, definitely give it a shot. I'm gonna picked up some of these random horror films I got at Best Buy a while ago. This one's called Reanimator. I've never seen this movie. I think it's from the 80s. It's like an 80s cult film about this mad scientist who trains his student to reanimate dead bodies. It's kind of like the style of Evil Dead, where it's like over the top, B-rated. I've never seen this movie, but I'll definitely give it a shot. This is another movie I picked up at Best Buy. I was looking at it on bloodydisgusting.com and Vudu. It's called Stitches. It's about this clown who's in a circus, and one night he gets brutally murdered accidentally by these people, and he comes back from the dead, and he goes out revenge. From what I see of the movie, it looks pretty like a black comedy slasher film. I'll definitely check it out when I get a chance. And this movie I also got at Best Buy. This is a Tribeca Film Festival horror film called Hollow. I picked it up because it looked really interesting. It's about this like tree, a hollow tree in this like random city, and it's haunted, and it's supposed to be a found footage film about like people go and find this hollow tree, and the hollow tree has this like really creepy legend to it. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll definitely give it a shot. This is the original Evil Dead on Blu-ray with Bruce Campbell. Basically the story is about this Book of the Dead. In this like abandoned cabin, these group of people unleash the Evil Dead upon the cabin, and everybody just basically gets possessed by this like book of like this satanic ritual. This is the original one. I saw the new one. The new one just kind of definitely has more of like a twist to it, more modern day, but it's still over the top gory. This one is I don't know. I haven't seen the original Evil Dead in a while.
Yeah, 2 more minutes left.
For what?
For this. Do you have a lot more to go through, so you want to stop on this one?
Okay. And this is the second Evil Dead. I got these at FYE for $10. I don't remember what the second Evil Dead was about, but I do like the series.